Hi everyone, it's Lewis here making his debut on a slightly belated Piranha Bites. So we've got quite a bit to go through this week because there's been a really decent slew of releases, both indie and superhero. So I've got a couple of indies to show you, a couple of decent superhero ones, and a kind of from the vault golden oldie to recommend as well. So firstly, a couple of things I've read that, were really impressive. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. It's by Garth Ennis and it's on AWA. If you didn't know Garth Ennis already, he's mainly known for Preacher. I also know him for, I think he's done the best Hellblazer run ever, best Punisher as well in my opinion. And on this he's back to his foul mouth best. So he's got, the character obviously is called Marjorie Finnegan, and her kind of deal, or her shtick, is that she is a time travelling police officer almost. She keeps bad guys in check and they time jump, and I mean, for example, there was a Nazi in charge of some Vikings, making sure they didn't get blown to smithereens, that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun, and it suckered me in really easy with a David Bowie reference. Also some hidden Tank Girl stuff in there for you indie guys. I think you'd really enjoy it, because I did. Also another one coming out of Boom. Got to admit, creators I've never heard of, but always give new people a shout, because even Frank Miller was a nobody at one point. Eve issue 1. Really enjoyable. A little bit heartbreaking, to be honest, because like this 11-year-old girl, Eve, if you didn't guess, kind of undergoes an almost Matrix-like wake-up call when she just comes out of this tank, and it turns out her life that she thought she'd been living never happened. And she'd been living in what ostensibly looks like our world, and that was never real. And she wakes up and she's kind of got the advice and guidance of a teddy bear who's actually an android, just telling her the lowdown. The world's turned to absolute crap. Buildings are dilapidated. Manhattan looks like Atlantis, and it's your job to save us. Which, I don't know about you, when I was 11 years old, I don't think I could have done that. Yeah, really good read, highly recommended. I read like 20 minutes ago, so it's still fresh in my head. On the superhero front, how can you talk about superheroes without talking about Batman? Latest issue out, 108, first appearance of Miracle Molly, which, if you care about that sort of stuff, you can get in on the ground floor and check her out from her first appearance. I mean, she had a cameo a couple of issues back on 106, but this is like, I guess, her first full appearance. So watch this space for that. And finally, this one's really interesting, especially for a big Jason Aaron fan as well. Heroes Reborn. To simplify it and not scare off people, it's basically about the Squadron Supreme, who, if you don't know who they are, they're basically evil versions or real world versions of the Justice League in the Marvel Universe. And they're kind of the good guys and leading the charge now. Don't be too scared, because it's not it's alternate universe. It's not in the real world, or Earth 616, should I say, because it's not the real world. So it's not overwriting any continuity of what's going on at the moment, or even with Jason Aaron's Avengers. But yeah, looks really good. Ed McGuinness on art. So again, they pair really well because they've been working together for a while now. Well worth a check out. And then, kind of linked, it's almost like I planned it, my From the Vault sort of old but gold recommendation, Supreme Power, Contact. So if you want to know more about those characters and where they come from, this is the stuff to read. It's the modern take incarnation of them, by J. Michael Straczynski and Gary Frank. Don't really think you can get a better team in superhero comics. Straczynski I really love from Superman Earth 1, his Spider-Man run, obviously, that was kind of legendary now. And Gary Frank continues to be one of the best artists in superhero comics. He has been for a long time now, and I don't think anything's going to change, even with his perceived issues with deadlines. So that was it from me. Check them out, grab them, enjoy them, read them. Take care, till next week.